Hey guys, what's up? Welcome. Thanks for stopping in. I'm B. This is EmpyrealVera, and I got something a little different for y'all today. We're going to talk about spell work and people sending spells at you. Okay, we're going to keep it as short and sweet as possible. And this is information that would have really helped me a ton when I started on my spiritual journey, spiritual awakening, healing, etc. And I think one of the most important things I try to remember now is that what we think, we create. What we feel, we attract. And what we imagine, we become. What does that mean? It means the mind is a powerful place. What we tell ourselves, about things, what we're capable of, what we're not capable of, what we're worthy of and not worthy of, all of it is true because we've already decided that it is. So that means we need to remember who the fuck we are. We are worthy of everything we dream of. We need to love ourselves. We are worthy of love. We are worthy of standing up for ourselves and speaking our truths, not backing down, right? Not allowing others to manipulate us into silence, fearmonger, make us feel afraid, make us feel, a scarcity mindset. That we're never going to be enough, or we are less without them, or because we don't have this, we're not enough. All false. All false. That is merely other people projecting their bullshit insecurities onto us, right? So spell work and someone sending spells at you. Oftentimes you'll hear this in tarot readings or, within the spiritual community. I mean, talking about witches is a whole nother video in itself. Being a witch is not a bad thing. Witches are the original healers. But again, everything that is good, people twist and make bad in some way. And over the years, it's just gotten out of hand. Okay. So spell work is just energy, y'all. It's just energy, literally. It's evil eye. Yes, people can do actual, curses and reading these little things and doing their rituals and their herbs and their oils and their candles and all that jazz. Oh, absolutely. But it's not just that. It's gossip. It's talking negative about another person. It's thinking negative about another person repeatedly to the point that ends up transforming into energy being sent toward us. And yes, if we don't have our energetic boundaries up, that can come into our energy field. And even unknowingly to us, that can creep into your subconscious. Because you can feel that, right? So the basic spiritual, psychological, and magical principle states you cannot be negatively affected by spell work and the negative energy that someone sends to you if you are firmly rooted in your own power, right? So to put that simply, straighten your damn crown and remember who the fuck you are. Straighten your damn crown and remember who the fuck you are. I don't care if you have to do it in a mirror, if you have to remind yourself that every hour on the hour, anytime you start to feel down on yourself or feel like I can't make it, I can't do this, right? That's too good for me. They're too good for me. They're too that. Stop it. Nothing could be less true. You are exactly whoever the hell you say you are. You are exactly whoever the hell you say you are. Remember, spell work is energy. That's it. It has no power over you if you simply don't allow it. Yes, you heard that correctly. People talk about barrier spells and protection spells and I can get that curse off of you. I can break that hex off of you. I can this and that off of you. If you feel stagnated, it's because of this. Maybe not. Maybe it's just not the damn time for you to be moving forward with something because you're still working to perfect it. Or there's a specific, time that the wheel turns in your favor. Sometimes things take longer than others and we don't understand why. And a lot of people are so quick to say, oh, it's because you got a hex on you, or it's because you got this, or they've bound you. And I'm telling you, from the moment you are listening to this, it is time to tell yourself no. No, absolutely not. That is not why. Divine timing is a thing. We hate to hear that word, but it's a thing. And everything happens in divine timing. And it's because maybe, just maybe, you still have something to perfect. Or other things are in the background working and they need to get into alignment in order for you to step onto that timeline or you to move forward with something. It's a thing, y'all. And I know it's frustrating as hell. Another thing about people saying they can break this off you and they can that off of you. You can do that yourself. You truly can. It's stop listening to other people's opinions about you, what you can do, what you can't do, what you should be doing, who you are, anything. Stop it right now, immediately. Easier said than done, I know. And you're going to have to remind yourself of this consistently. Put up Post-it notes all over your damn house if you have to. I don't care how you do it, okay? But do it. You are worthy. You are everything you think you are. What you know to be true about your intentions and your heart is the only thing that truly matters. If you move with good intentions, not only do you know that, the divine knows that. That's all that matters. What other people say about you does not matter. Your heart, your intention, the thoughts, the feeling, emotion that you put behind what you do, how you move, what you do for others, right? That puts out a powerful energy. And the divine knows that, they see that. So choose, because it's a choice. You can either stay low vibrational and believe what everybody else wants you to believe. They're just trying to hold you back. So you can choose to do that, or you can choose to not fear their dumbass, low vibrational, haterade choices. All you have to do is stand firmly in your power and choose to consciously, which leads to you unconsciously, refusing to allow that shitty ass hating energy into your space. Literally. Once your energy is so high vibing that you are standing firmly in who you are, they really can't touch you because you're not absorbing that negativity. Because you know better. Because you know who you are. Right? Like this is the basics of your energy field, what you put out and what other people try to project onto you, right? And spell work. Belief and permission. The power of belief is, I don't think you realize, you might not how strong the power of belief is. A lot of people have to see something to believe it. How about you believe it? And then you see it, right? You don't have to be financially well off to have an abundant mindset, to have an abundant energy, or to just be abundant. The only way someone's spells can work on you is only if you believe that it can. If only you believe that someone else has more power over you than you do. And it works the other way too. If you believe that you're protected, if you believe, if you close your eyes and you imagine an energetic force field around you of just like I am strong, I know who I am, and you imagine a big, like a dome, of light around you. And if you believe that you're protected and you refuse to give their negative intentions, their words, their spells power, then it has no power over you. Absolutely no power. That's not a joke. That's real. It has no power. And nothing to ground. It doesn't have anything to ground to so it can take hold. Because you already have this inner knowing that it can't. Another thing is any type of spell work, like legit ritual type spell work that they do, that is sent to manipulate or cause some type of harm in some way to another person. And that person, right, the target of that spell, if you didn't give consent, which I can't imagine anyone ever was like, yes, please do that negative thing to me. If there's no consent to do it, then technically, by like universal law, that's considered ineffective. It is seen as manipulative. And when you consciously deny permission for someone else to decide who the fuck you are, what you can do, what you're worthy of, etc., you create an energetic barrier around you. Like I said, mindset is everything. Do not fear their actions. Don't fear their threats. Right? Their raised voices, their put downs, their gossip, their stupid ass spell work. Don't fear that. Remain solid in who you are. And I know that this might sound simple, right? Like, wait, really? It's just that simple? Yes, it is that simple. People try to make it sound like it's so damn extravagant. There's so many steps to take, and oh my gosh, you got to take so much time to do. No, it's not. It is that damn simple. And that's all it takes to nullify their intention. If their spell can't latch onto any fear or doubt or insecurities, then it can't land on you. So you are secure and protected. It really is that simple, y'all. And, how do we keep that positive energy within us? That's not faking positivity. That's not, oh, I'm all love and light and they did this to me, but I'm okay. Hell no. Feel your emotions. You have to honor every damn emotion that you feel. Don't ignore them. If someone wronged you, you should be pissed, right? But feel it. Acknowledge it. Work through it. Let that fuel you to make your light brighter, to make you stronger, to make you even more firmly rooted in who you are. Let it be a stepping stone for you to get higher instead of you becoming a stepping stone for them. You alone, right? Your energy is yours. You have energetic sovereignty over yourself. Your energy field is your own, so nobody can come into your energy field unless you allow them. That's why I say when someone says you can't do something, that's not true. But when you tell yourself you can't do something, you just decided you can't. Now, unless you are physically incapable of doing something, then you can do it. So instead of saying can't, say I'm not there yet, right? I haven't reached that yet. I don't know how to do that yet. I haven't mastered that yet. Because that means you are working on it. You are going to get there. You are capable. And it might take a long time, but that doesn't matter. You know you have the power, and you're going to do it. Be solid in who you are. And have boundaries. For the love of Pete, have boundaries with people. Set clear limits on what you accept in relationships, on what you accept in interactions. If something is not filling your cup and is just emptying it, making you feel drained, making you feed into negativity, feed into gossip, walk away. Don't engage. That's low vibrational energy. They want you to do that. Like, you've got to have boundaries to stay protected from those external low vibrational and hostile energies. When you are in a friendship or around others, getting to know people, etc. Communicate, y'all. So many things are ruined by lack of communication. And if someone doesn't like the fact that you communicate openly, they aren't for you. Walk away. You know why? Because you're worthy of someone who wants to hear you and also wants to be heard. So always communicate your needs and values. Never assume somebody just knows. Never assume. Always communicate, no matter how simple or basic it sounds. Always. And enforce consequences, right? So if you tell yourself, I am not okay with this. I don't do this to other people. I don't want it done to me. If someone does this to me, I'm done. I'm not going to allow them in my life anymore. Period, point blank. I'm, maybe going to say no the next time they ask me to do something. Whatever it is that you say you're going to do if someone does something. When you set that boundary and someone crosses it, stick to your guns. Don't allow it. Walk away, etc. Whatever it was that you said you were going to do if something happens, do it. Don't renege on it. Don't go back. Because the moment you do that, you lower your vibration. And then you just solidify in them that your boundaries are BS and they can cross them and you're going to allow it. Now, of course, I make this sound so super easy, right? But it's not. It's not. It takes practice, it takes works, it takes like constant diligence every day. We have to make these conscious choices every single day. Don't overgive your time. Don't. If you want to do something and you want it to just be you, say no. Why didn't you answer the phone? It's your phone. You paid the bill. Right? You are of able body and mind and an adult. You don't have to answer the damn phone if you don't want to. Well, I was trying to get a hold of you. Well, if it was an emergency, you could have texted me. I was having me time. Well, you could have answered your phone. I could have. But I was having me time. That means a lot to me. And I don't let myself down. You just stood up for yourself and just told them, bam, you don't own me. You don't own my time, my energy, my space, anything. You don't have power over me. You don't have power to make me give up on myself and my time. And no one should. You can love someone to the moon and back. But if you're always giving so much that you are not giving to yourself, you are ruining you. You should always remain your number one priority. Always. Even when we have kids, and I know that sounds weird, but even when you have kids, and sometimes when you have kids, you don't have a lot of time for you. Hell, sometimes it's 2 minutes because one of them's bombarding into the bathroom. Everybody needs something. I get it. But it's also good to teach your kids, it is okay for them to speak up and say that they want alone time just to decompress. It is okay to tell your kids, I'm going into the bedroom for 10 minutes. You've got this, you've got that, you've got this. Do not open the door, do not do that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I'm going to go in there for 10 minutes. Mommy needs some her time. Daddy needs some him time. I need to decompress. I need just a little bit of peace and quiet. Only interrupt me if it's an emergency. And go in there and do that. You have to do those types of things for you and your sanity, but also it's a really good way to show your kids that it's okay to take you time. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't always have to give and give and give. Because children don't always listen to what we say. Hell, they rarely do. And what they do is they mimic, right, what we do, how we react to things, how we show up, how we care for others, how we care for ourselves, what we do around the house. They end up mimicking that. And that's who they become. They rarely give a shit what we say. Sometimes ignoring someone who has ill intention for you, right? Sometimes the best action is inaction. Ignoring their attempts to disrupt your peace, disrupt your day, disrupt your energy, disrupt your thoughts. It helps keep your energy elevated. By worrying about them and their ridiculousness, that just lowers your vibration and makes you more susceptible to their BS. Another thing we have to remember is when we know who we are and we don't allow people, their thoughts, their opinions, their words, whatever, to affect us, and you believe in yourself so strongly, then that can naturally cause you to act as a mirror, right? Which means your strong energy provides protection. So the negative energy that's coming towards you is not absorbed and instead is deflected away and back toward them. Has anybody ever said something to you so nasty and man, it's like you just want to unleash on them and tell them where they can go. If you haven't, do this, right? They do that to you. Just look at them. The pause. The no response. Just the pause. Where you just kind of sit there and take it in. You can shrug your shoulders. You can just shake your head a little bit. No, whatever. Hell, it doesn't matter. Turn around and walk away. Quietly say, goodbye. This conversation is over. And hang up the phone. Right? If somebody is not being nice to you and they're being just, belligerent, disrespectful, etc. for no reason. What the hell? You don't have control of me. you don't have to interact with that. Interacting with that puts you on their level. The power of not responding, the power of not engaging in that behavior and that energy with them is astounding. It sits with them. Let it sit with them. You don't want it? Hell, y'all keep that negative, low vibe shit over there. I don't want no part of it. I got shit to do. There's also, limitations like on the sender of this spell work and all this magic and evil eye and everything else that they do. Limitations that they have are the ineffectiveness of them, right? Because what are they doing? They're often doing this spell work, this gossiping, all this kind of, backstabbery shit. It's all done in a negative, low vibe energy. They're inexperienced, they're fearful, they're desperate, they're insecure, right? It's a lot of times it is done from people like that. And that type of stuff is rarely effective, especially if you are genuinely grounded and secure in who you are. Another thing we have to remember is the law of attraction, right? Isn't that like one of the biggest, probably the most popular universal law out there? The law of attraction. What we reap, we sow. So the sender of all this negative energy, they're really like at greater risk than you are because of the law of attraction, right? Negative intentions often rebound on the sender, especially if they're trying to violate your free will. They're trying to block something from you. They're trying to stop something. They're trying to make it so that you can't move forward, so that you are trapped, you are stuck. Hell, even those like schmeasurable magic things and love spells that are meant to manipulate another person. Anything that takes away someone else's free will without their consent. That's not done in a high vibrational energy, okay? So when can their words, their actions, their rituals, their blah, blah, blah affect you? When you doubt your own strength. When you fear the spell and believe that that sender can actually have some type of power over you. When you have deeply rooted and unaddressed insecurities. Those negative energies can easily latch onto all of that. But you notice how, when can it affect you? Do you notice how all of that was about you? None of it about them. I don't give it. If they're a witch, their mama's a witch, their grandmammy was a witch, their great-grandmammy was... I don't care. I don't care if they're descended from the first original. I don't care. None of that matters. Because I promise you, if they have that in their lineage and they're using it for negative purposes, baby, the divine is not supporting that. The divine is not backing that. They're backing you. Stand in your damn energy and know who you are. And also tell them, oh, so you're trying to affect me in a negative way? Baby, you not a witch, you a bitch. Get it right. Witches are healers. They do things from a good intention. Not negative, not to harm someone. So remember, y'all, you are truly solid within yourself. You don't allow their low vibe and BS. You are protected. The strength of your own unwavering good intentions and belief in who you are is so much stronger than the negative intentions of another. So, I hope that helps ease your mind, maybe clear up any confusion. If y'all have any questions, email me. It's in the description box below. I'd be happy to chat with you. I've had to find out a lot of information on my own when I started my spiritual journey. And it was eye-opening. I've learned a ton. So, and I've hit the tip of the iceberg. There's so much still to learn. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to do by yourself. So, y'all, we don't have to do it by ourselves. We can do it together. We can help, whatever, right? Be a good human. Give the day a good you. And I will see y'all later.